watched it move and I was like, wait, did that just happen?
The audio's working fine now, boys. 2 years we've been streaming, almost. And
Flagship campaign.
This is our flagship campaign, the one that started all with these players right here. Hi, welcome. It would be better if I didn't do this all the time. I do this once a month. Like, I'm either talking and you can't hear me, or I'm talking and I think you can't hear me, and that fucking sucks. Like last week. Anyway, hey, thanks for being here, everybody, which I think is just Pete. Thanks for being here, Pete. Thank goodness you are here, because that would have been the entire game. That would have been the entire game, is us just moving our mouse, and we would have just had to delete it. So, we love you. Thank you. Fuck it. All right, listen.
What are we doing? What other things do we do normally?
I don't remember.
Mike, you do something.
Do you do something, Mike?
You want me to do something?
Do a thing. Tell us what you do. What would you say you do here?
What do I do here? Well, so Artima will be coming back in a few months probably.
Hey.
But if everybody wants to tune in for what is likely the last episode of Toma Horrors, I think that's in 2 weeks approximately. That will be kind of a precursor to the return of Artima, because if everybody recalls from the last episode of Toma Horrors, you plane shifted out of there, which is, I think, is something that Gary Gygax never planned for.
No.
And you are now in the kind of the realm, the plane that Rowan saw, that she came in contact with right before you guys escaped the island. Yeah. So we'll see where that goes in 2 weeks.
I thought we beat the dungeon, but it turns out we just broke the dungeon. So I am also excited to see how you decide that this lands, because I'm pretty sure you're just flying by the seat of your pants from here on out, and I'm here for it.
Homebrew, baby. While I'm talking, how about I just plug Syrinscape? That just
It sounds really good, actually. What are we listening to right now?
Is it actually playing for you?
No.
Okay.
It's the sound of
Here, come on.
silence.
It's not working. It's not.
Hey.
There we go. All right.
This is lovely.
If you have a tabletop RPG, whether online or in person, you need sound, music, ambience, sound effects for your game, give them a shot. Give it a try. What you hear right now comes from Syrinscape.
So good.
And it usually works really well. It just wasn't starting there for some reason. But yeah, thanks, Syrinscape.
Thanks, Syrinscape. Listen. Get our old episodes on YouTube. We have memes on Instagram. Also, we usually stream twice a week. Here's the thing. We're here on Thursday nights is a pretty regular thing, but also our super regular thing at the moment is my campaign. I'm running Lost Mine of Phandelver, but not any kind of Lost Mine of Phandelver. Wild magic tomfuckery, my wild magic. It's so fucking weird. This is the weirdest version of Phandelver you've ever seen. Here's why it's special and why you should come hang out with us. It's because we're raising money for the Trevor Project to prevent LGBTQ youth suicide. And you can buy a Wild Magic Surge in our Phandelver campaign in real time. And while we're trying to roleplay and act like serious heroes and adventurers, you can just cause the PCs to turn into fucking potted plants and make a unicorn appear in front of in their big monologue. My game is so broken, but it's for a good cause.
Do we have any stretch goals associated with that? Anything that we're close to?
No.
Are we sure about that? I thought
I can't think of it off the top of my head. Can't think of anything.
Mike? I thought there was something.
Well, there was the $500 milestone, but it's like.
Oh, hey, we're almost. How far away are we to $500? We got to be
$31 away, I think. Are we still $31 away?
That's it.
Check out the Simplify. So if somebody wants to make that happen tonight, I mean,
I'm gonna make it happen tonight. This is fine. You don't have to make it happen. Okay. Well, don't make it happen tonight because we're not playing Phandelver right now. But come back on Saturday. And I'm also doing a new thing now because the Wild Magic Surges are very expensive. And so also I threw in a potion table. So if you want to send a PC a random fucking potion just to see what it does, those are only $5. Discount weirdness coming at you. It's fun. Do we have other announcements? I don't know.
How much, it's an okay thing to brag about, right? How much money has Mates of Fate raised since we started raising money?
This is really cool. I think since January, since we decided to become a charity fundraising team, we've raised just short of $2,000.
That's wild.
Pretty awesome.
Wild.
Pretty
Which
fucking
I think
awesome.
Sick.
also goes without saying that's you guys that have done that. So
And to be clear, for
Everyone.
charity. It's
For charity, yeah. No, we don't keep that.
For ourselves. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
our
they-
stream loses money, so much money, but the charities are doing really well. So
But like the good that you guys have all done out there, just in getting to watch us like dig around on playing D&D,
we appreciate
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
that.
And I think
Absolutely.
we're going to get back to doing the usual stuff. Like we'll be doing one shots. We have some announcements about that coming up, right? Probably after Fan Delver is done, we'll start picking those back up again.
We have something very, very big in the works for November, so we'll keep you guys posted for that. But we're gonna hopefully bring in some friends to help us out with that one. It's gonna be a good time. And I've started writing the Christmas one shot, so stay tuned for that.
God.
I'm just kidding. I never write the Christmas one shot until after Thanksgiving, and then I do it in a panic. But I'm thinking about it.
Gave yourself 6 months. That's pretty clever.
I
We
always
should, do
think,
we should do a return to Thriller Nights.
well, the copyright is the thing.
What's
Yes.
stopping you guys? Oh yeah, copyright's pretty.
But other than that,
Pretty.
Can I hum it?
can you?
Probably.
Can you?
I'll learn. 3
I don't
months.
know.
I can do it.
Hey, let's play
I don't know,
D&D. Hey, hey. All you.
So, oh my god, let me see if I can remember how to do this. When last we left our adventurers, you guys were in the realm of Mechanus. You are on a completely different plane than that which you're used to. You're also still off of the original timeline that you went on. So to recap, you guys went back in time and lost the Keystone for a bit while you guys were in the middle of exploring the Burning Isles, a set of tropical islands and deep jungle just to the west of Fergendal, south of Igorshil. You were escorting a ship carrying, a trio of ships carrying a lot of wine. You got mixed up in an altercation of sorts with the locals. Met an old friend, then went off to explore and solve some problems to make up for some stuff you did that you shouldn't have done. Just slight altercation, it's okay. You went and found a cavern that led to a temple that led to trouble. You found one of the ancient songkeepers who had been presumed murdered, but in fact was hiding away, hoping that he would be able to save the world from its destruction, really, by taking some of the most dangerous of the songs of creation with him. Took these songs and, well, tried to hide them away, but unfortunately to no avail. You went back and forth into the future and the past, trying to solve the puzzles in the Temple of Time. And the temple itself was raided. Perhaps you were followed, because you did end up seeing one of the very same devils, an emissary or messenger from Zephyrt, came trying to entice Reggie to meet, to discuss kind of arrangements that Zephyrt had in mind, some plot against Krustak, interesting enough. You then escaped the Temple of Time and, looking to go back to civilization, started heading back towards the town of Hardgrave, when you encountered a wedding ceremony being set up on the beach. A member of a noble family was being married off to a Fergendali prince. Large family, the Tawnies, and one of whom you knew from much later in her life, Bevigda Voltregarin, at this point Bevigda Tawny. You also got to meet Shire Voltregarin, an adventurer extraordinaire and man with foot in mouth nearly all the time. You met Bolvea, another absolute badass adventurer, one of Bevigda's many sisters. There is one brother that you've not met who has been shunned, shamed, more or less banished from the family because of a scandal that broke out that involved unspeakable crimes, which he was falsely accused by Bevigda's ex-fiance. Shire Voltregrin had tried to disrupt this and prove him unworthy of Bevigda's affections, and in doing so had set her brother into a trap that had him implicated for the very crimes that Bevigda's former lover was guilty of. Tore the family apart. She had no idea that it was Shire's fault until very recently. But it seems that they have much bigger problems, for the bride and groom were taken away by a mysterious plot. It seemed that the mother of the groom and also Gravendor Harriset, one of the Tabaxi ambassadors from Higoshil, were mixed up in some cult-like plot to perform a ritual at a nearby temple of a lost god. You went in, found that the puzzles were very easily solved by the fact that one of you can fly. Okay, great. Yeah, that's
I
fantastic.
don't understand why you're still mad. That was months ago and you're still mad at me for it. You were the one that gave
Always,
me
like
wings.
Severus Snape. Always. Just, yeah.
You
anyways,
gave me.
You got through the puzzle.
I could have taken any other paladin subclass, but you made one for me. Gave me wings.
Got through the puzzles. You got through the puzzles admirably, including the creepy room with the statues, the shadow monsters, and little creatures that sent you into a state of dreaming, and then, oh god, found your neck to be quite crunchy and chewy. You followed up into the ritual chamber, where you found the mother of the groom and a number of cultists were performing a ritual that was breaking down the boundaries between planes. Interrupting the ritual, you were able to stop most of it from causing untold damage to the Burning Isles and the world in general, but not before she was able to complete it, sacrificing her own son in order to appease the goddess of lost things, the Raven Queen herself. You met the Raven Queen, and she gave each of you visions. Malik, you saw a vision of your monastery lost. Spine Crusher, you saw your innocence lost. Memories of, another altercation with the judge. And Adraxa, you saw the true story behind how it was that your sister Akara, was taken from this world.
Revlon.
Betrayed by her own peers, her own fellow soldiers in arms, including General Secra Seindal and Revlon Ualberigel. The Raven Queen seemed to be contacted by the mother of the groom for one purpose. It seemed that at this time there were a number of fanatics in Fergandal who seemed to be gaining traction and political influence. These followers of this new religion worshipping this god Krushtak. The enemy of your enemy, your friend, you wondered. And decided that you were not ready to go and fight this woman right then and there, that you might be able to help one another. Not necessarily questioning where the Raven Queen stands in the pantheon of gods. The Raven Queen insisted that for the offering to be refused on her part, she would need a favor done in turn. She was asked to help the god of order to restore order to his realm, for he had lost it. She, being the goddess of lost things, thought it would be amusing, perhaps, or maybe a practical way to kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. Sent you into the realm of Mechanus to try and root out what chaos lived there. looking around, you barely survived some of the crotchety little trinkets and things that live there, if you can call those mechanical things hopping around living. You barely escaped, and injured, finding yourself in this strange platform of a structure that seems to extend on repeating itself again and again and again in this fractaline pattern, almost like if you could imagine sort of Pac-Man rules, right? Like you go off too far to the edge to the left, you end up popping up back at the right and keep going again in the same building again and again and again. You see the same building repeating forever and forever, infinitely. It's not so huge, but it's not small either. It's strange. You fall and you keep falling forever and ever and ever until you hit something. So don't fall. While exploring, you found a few goodies. Some boots that let you walk on walls. You found a holo map, something that allows you to see and understand the structure of mechanisms in this world. You also found a furball girl. Quipple, I believe her name was, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Say it slower for me, because I never got it the first time around.
Hold on, me neither. It's been a while.
Queefoff.
Quipple.
Queefoff.
What? No, that's not it.
Do you purposely try to get as many vowels as you can into these
It
names?
just fucking takes a fist to the keyboard and pronounces it that way. It's just wham.
Is it so bad? You guys not like it? Quipple.
The wizard
Q-Y-A-U.
QWERTY.
Oh,
I
we still
will-
didn't get it.
What I will to refresh your memories, I'm going to drop it in the NPC names thing
Won't-
on the Discord,
Won't help. I'm gonna need it phonetically.
Yeah.
and I will add
Queopole.
here. Here you go.
Queopole.
I actually like that one. Queopole.
Is it Queopole?
Quipple. Quipple.
Queopole.
Quipple.
Queopole. We call people what they want to be called. But I am going to remember his Quarty out because of fucking Larry.
Oh, good. Okay. I didn't expect you guys were going to brutalize whatever names I come up with. I'm going to be a DM. You get over that. She seemed pretty helpful. Overall, she showed you the little tiny nook where she'd been living for these last few years, explaining that she showed up here one day after her grandmother had passed. She just wanted things to go back to normal and been wishing so hard it seemed that there was a wild magic surge that catapulted her from one realm into the other. Plane shift, high level magic spell suggesting an extraordinary amount of magic power spinning around in torrents surrounding this girl's soul. You learn from Bethesda that there might be devices or tools or other advantages to be taken from your brief sojourn into this world. Mechanus is known for being a god of order, but also being a god that is innately curious about all of the other realms and worlds and knowledge in general. If there was one place you could go to be able to obtain significant knowledge of, well, everything you might need to know to get an edge against Krushtop, to get an ability to better use the keystone, this would be the place to obtain it. And, well, while there, you also encountered a number of the residents. Yeah, so while you guys were visiting one of the other buildings, in one of the other buildings near the holomap, you found a sort of device that started to project beams from an attack against the little tiny tin creatures that live there, these Meldrums. They were
Precious.
extremely grateful to find that you had killed the Scuttler, one of the massive drones that flew around this particular section, looking for anything that could be guilty of being chaotic, being part of the infestation that has led to them performing as they called it, was it tesseracting quarantine, something like that. to pretty much going back to the whole thing about this being like a Pac-Man world that you're in, this little subspace of the broader realm of Mechanus has been isolated, somehow constrained within space and time within this specific part of the realm to create this spatial loop that nothing can get in or out of it. Everything that is in it. So, you guys continued looking to see if you could find the chaos, find a way to get more information, and find a way out of here. In doing so, you explored one of the other regions that looked like dead tissue, as they described, as Quiapol described it, in terms of how this machine world feels and senses its surroundings. You went to that section. Bevigda really wanted to try and see if she could interface with one of the data monitor interfaces, whatever it was. You were a little hesitant to let her do anything unattended or attended. Either way, you didn't want her touching shit because time depends on her. You went a little bit north past a series of fans and found another nook, a corridor similar to what you had seen with the kind of corrosion and organic-looking corruption that had taken over the material aspects of this world. Inside, you heard a noise. Meanwhile, exploring across the bridge, Zara and Malik had gone to try and see if they could go explore what looked like a prison on the other side. While crossing the bridge, you also heard a noise and saw something leaping down towards you, which is why I need you guys to roll initiative.
Fuck yeah.
Me and Adraxa, right? Spine Crusher and Adraxa.
Everybody to roll initiative. And Zara, unfortunately, is not here. So
I'll play both.
Say for the sake of it that, sake of brevity, she suddenly felt really tired. Had to go to the feather house for just a minute to get some sleep, because, yeah.
Convenient timing.
Mm-hmm. We're retroing it just before everything went down.
The feather house is very handy.
Mm-hmm.
That's an appropriate start. That'd be a 10 total.
Right. Let me get the combat tracker up.
Mike, I'll give you $50 if you can give the same plot recap that Matt just gave.
For Artima?
No,
Or for this?
songs. That he said just now. You just need to say it again. I'll give you $50.
We are in a sci-fi setting, and that's about what I know. And we're in combat.
I love you.
I got an 18, Matt.
17.
18. Where are you? 18. Wait, that's... Sorry, Des is kind of crowded. 17. Draxa.
I love this combat music. All this Syrinscape combat music makes me want to just smash the furniture in this room.
Should I turn it off?
No.
Yeah. Malik, you're
Get
about
into
here.
character.
I gotta remember what Spine Crusher can do.
Yeah, I know.
He can do a lot.
I bet I forget my rage bonus at least once this fight. At least I remembered I can rage.
Unidentified creature.
Yep. Yeah, and at this point, I'd say you guys see
Don't like
this
that. Mm-mm.
massive thing peering up out of the shadows.
No thanks.
Let's say that
It's
you're
an
in this
unidentified creature.
and we'll say Bevigda in the other room touches something. Oh, I think I found a setting. She hits it, and as she does, the lights behind you in the room that you're in start to kind of like slowly glow to this like almost like fluorescent LED light, and in it you see the outline of this creature, sort of round, and its back covered in what looks like quills. You don't know what you're looking at until you see just that it seems to open from side to side, and you see this massive jaw open up, nearly as wide as its entire torso. Its two hooked arms pull it towards you quickly. Up first, Malik, you see this thing drop down. This sort of insectoid-looking creature, quadrupedal, 4 legs, scythe-like, and it's got this sort of neck that protrudes up, sort of like spined, like you would see on a seahorse, with what looks like a ram's head, but with a triple mandible. It's horrifying, to say the least. You up.
Can I? Does it look like this creature has any like ranged weapons?
Not that you can tell looking at it. What you see is it looks like this creature is covered in the same kind of corrosion that you had seen on the walls back by Queopol's nook, and also briefly, if you had checked to see what Adraxa, I don't know if you did, you went to see what Adraxa and Spinecrusher were looking at. But you know that it seems to be covered in like almost like this flaky kind of chitinous bits of shell that just kind of seem to be coming off of it, like a cicada skin, right? Just at all times white, shell-like.
So I'm gonna actually backflip away from it, and I'm gonna
Just say it's not engaged yet. It's right there.
Okay.
You're good.
I want to do deflect missiles as my action.
Okay. Okay. Up next is Volveatani, who they have no idea what's going on, so they're not really doing anything. Actually, she's kicking back with her sister in the Shire. Other side of the map. All right. This unidentified creature, he's going to run up to you, and it's going to try to... Let me see. Yeah, it's just going to try and bite at you, thinking that you look like toying. It misses. So that's its turn. Seems like it's like kind of testing to see if, if you're timid, if you're scared, you're backing away. Seems like it's toying with you. Adraxa, you're up. You see this thing come charging towards you.
DM.
Yes.
I would like to rage.
Yes.
I fucking miss this game so much.
All right.
Yes.
So,
I go into a rage, and I will make a reckless attack against this giant fucking mouth in front of me. Here we go. I remember how to play D&D. I remember how to do stuff. No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. That's a 17 to hit. I forgot I had a +9. 17.
let me see. 1 second. Sorry.
Just
hits.
with me. Yes. Okay, here we go. So that is a there plus the 3. No, plus the 5, so that's a 14. That's a 14 points of slashing damage. I'm going to make my extra attack. Also reckless. Ooh, 27 to hit, please and thank you. That's fucking lame. For 12 additional points of slashing damage, please.
12. All right.
Do I know how to do other stuff?
I have math. I forgot about math. Damn it. All right. Yeah, we're good.
I haven't been a Drax in so long.
Yeah.
Just for fun, let's throw a little Smitey Smite on top because I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Where's my smite button?
Might him, Adraxa.
I smite you with the wrath of whatever it is I do here. Where the fuck is my smite button?
Show him your smitiness.
I can't find my smite button. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Alright.
1 second. What does smite do? Does it do a specific kind of damage, or?
I believe it's radiant.
That's quickly coming out with a creature that can is
Resistant to radiant.
immune to radiant.
Alright, Radiant doesn't do shit.
Just so happens I pre-designed this creature for that.
As a matter of fact.
Deal radiant damage, yeah.
Oh, I rolled the wrong die. It's 2d8. Hooray. That's 10 points of radiant.
10 points of radiant?
Indeed.
On top of that. All right. 1 second.
Yeah. What are spell slots? I don't need them. And that'll
Okay,
be.
So I'm looking to see if Radiant would do extra damage to this.
I'm excited about that.
Right? So it does extra damage to demons, right?
Yes.
Demons?
Yes, against anything evil, I think.
Because it's a paladin thing, right?
Hell
We'll go
yeah.
with it until otherwise. We'll say that it does. So yeah, total of 46 damage in a single round. Well done.
That's kind of low for me, but thank you.
Still,
That'll be my
you
turn.
guys are higher level. All right.
Oh, and I closed the gap between us, so he's not going
Yep, I see
anywhere.
that. So he's right there. All right, that brings us to Shireville Trigger. I'm just kicking back, talking. Zara, she getting some Z's. Spine Crusher, you're up.
All right. Adraxa, step aside. Watch a pro do this.
That is fucking insulting. But let's see
You
what you
can't-
got.
You can't step aside because you don't have an action now. I'm sorry. But here I come. And Spine Crusher just charges forward and brandishes his... Oh yeah, I forgot I got this. His Frostbrand Greatsword.
Oh hell yeah!
Which is a fucking... So, just glowing blue.
Get it.
All right. So I'm going to do... So I can attack 3 times with this. So here we go.
Show off.
1. Oh, okay. That doesn't look so good.
You almost hit me.
17.
Just hits.
14. So one of them hits. All right. So it's going to be an extra d6 on top of this. And then I'll just roll a d6 here. 7 plus... Okay, so 2. So that's 9 cold damage. 7 regular damage, slashing damage, and then 2 cold damage. I'm currently resistant to fire damage. And then the other thing I will do... I will use my action surge to take another action against it.
Yeah, get
I'm
him,
going
son.
to attack 3 times again. So, 1. Oh yeah, that feels good. 27.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 22.
Yep.
19. All right.
Yeah, all 3 hit.
3 hits, and then. Oh come on, Snake Eyes. 5. 13. 25, and then. So 25 slashing damage and 12 cold damage.
1 second. Oh. Okay, and then 12 cold damage. Okay, you notice that the
Yeah.
cold damage doesn't seem to bother it so much. Just seems, the slashing definitely gets it, but then the little bits of ice crystals barely seem to be forming as much as you notice they have with other things that you'd attack.
Feels cold here.
Still a solid hit. Okay, that brings us to the creature's turn.
Oh
So-
god, I'm standing right next to it.
First up, need Adraxa. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. It just kind of, you can't quite see its eyes, but it seems as though it would be looking at you as you just hear it. Songblade looks at you.
Oh, you think you're tough, do you? 23.
You're good. You're not stunned by it.
Thank
Power
God.
word stunned. Okay. In that
Power
case,
word
it's
stunned.
going to try.
Uh-oh. Adraxa!
I'm fine. What?
But you're not moving.
It's
You're
not my
like a
turn.
mannequin.
It's
No.
it's not my turn right now. I'm not moving because it's someone else's turn.
No, I know. You look stunned.
I'm not.
Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. How many hit points do you have?
A lot.
'Cause that's not how it works. Do you have 150 or fewer?
I mean, fewer.
Okay, then yeah, you're stunned. It says. Sorry.
Like I said, you look stunned.
Man.
So yeah, you can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turns. You have to beat a 16.
It's better than an intelligence
Sorry.
saving throw. No, that's fine. That's
Hearing,
that's-
hearing it and coming to the realization that this thing knows you.
Oh man.
Knows you on some innate, intimate level that you can't explain. It unsettles you. Spine Crusher, while she is unmoving. it is going to attack you. You see one of its hook sides trying to go at you. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that will deal 15 points of bludgeoning damage. With that, pincer, as you see it kind of split open, you realize it's not a scythe, but this like kind of sharp, serrated, praying mantis-like pincer. It tries to cut at you. That is going to. You are. Oh shit! You were grappled.
Oh no.
Okay. With that,
How much
it's
damage was
also
it? 12, you said?
15.
15.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's got.
Oh no.
It's going to attack now also with its pincer against you, Adraxa, with its other one.
This is so embarrassing.
With advantage, I think, because you are stunned.
And I was reckless before, and many other
So
reasons.
yeah. So that was a 19.
That'll hit.
Yep. Okay, you too are
Ow.
stunned and now also grappled.
Oh
Ow.
no.
And now it's going to also, you see as almost, you didn't see that before because they weren't there before. A sound of sickening bone snapping,
Nope.
skin tearing comes as you see two arms burst out of its side. These massive blood-soaked bone-like appendages, like a maul, like a mace at the end, forming an approximation of two fists. One goes towards you, Spine Crusher. You are grappled.
Yeah.
Is that advantage with grapple? Or
I'm
no?
already grappled. No, I just can't move, basically.
Gotcha. All right.
I am scrappled.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Second.
That's a regional
That
thing. Don't Google
is
that.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Could you not?
And
We're about to be eaten. You know,
Another
we're,
one.
we're about
Yeah.
to get eaten.
you.
I waited
So
months
that
for the end of the
is 13.
campaign
13 to hit.
against Atraxa.
Oh, against me?
Yeah.
A 13 does not hit. Sorry.
All right, and that is the creature's turn.
How much damage did you do to me with that 19? I didn't hear.
Not much. What was it?
Not much. 20.
6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points. Okay.
Definitely
Okay.
not.
Up next is the bride, Fiero. She's just like, this is such a horrible thing, and I never really got to even enjoy any. I know, it's horrible.
Everything in initiative order. I love it.
Bavigda, starting to hear something going on, looks to see what she did wrong as she just turned the lights on. Says, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." And she's going to try and spend her turn messing around with the controls, this thingy.
I do love that those controls look like the next generation computer consoles, like the colors and everything.
No luck there. Brings us back to Malik.
That creature is still right in my face, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my unarmed strike against it.
Okay.
29.
Yeah,
So it was
Wow.
a crit, yeah.
Nice.
That doesn't sound right.
And why are you unarmed again?
He's a
Because I'm a
monk.
monk.
Oh, right.
Where's your real weapon? Where are your clothes?
Yeah.
7 damage. And then I'm gonna use my second attack.
That can't be right. You couldn't have just done 7 damage with a crit.
Oh wait, I roll 2 for a crit, right?
Yep.
Why didn't
I'm sorry.
Why didn't D&D Beyond
Auto.
do that for you?
Should. If you rolled with dice or something like that, like physical
So-
dice, it doesn't.
It was 15. No, I'm not using physical dice. It was
Okay.
just 15 total. And then I'm gonna attack again. I got a 23. But that's not a crit.
Nah, just.
For 10 damage. And then I'm gonna use a key point to do 2 more unarmed strikes. 13, that's a miss, right?
Yeah, just misses.
Fast fists, man.
20, no crit though. For 11 damage.
Nice.
All right. It's definitely looking hurt already.
And then I can use another key point to do something else, right? Or can I only use like one per turn?
It depends on if it says it's a
You
bonus
can-
action or not.
Yeah, you can keep earning key points, but if it's if it says you only have so many slots for your action, your bonus action, your reaction, things like
No,
that. So
never mind. It says I'm good, so I'm gonna use another key point to do Step of the Wind to dash.
Nope.
I can't do that.
No, you're gonna draw it to us. We have enough problems. I'm sorry. Do whatever you want. You don't hear me say that.
Don't do that.
I'm stunned. I don't say anything.
Never mind. I realized
no, do it.
Drax is in danger, so I'm not going to do that.
You shouldn't. I'm sorry.
I
I
hope
wasn't
this
talking about it.
I hope this doesn't get any worse, Atraxa.
Oh, and since I hit with Flurry of Blows, it
Yeah,
does
you can-
do. I'm gonna use it to stun him. I think is what it does.
Flurry of blows and stunning strike are two different things, aren't they? Or can you choose the effect?
With stunning strike, yeah, but it comes
all
when I
right,
hit.
what's it gonna make?
Hold on, what is it?
Depends on which one you want to do, right?
It's Flurry of Blows, and then there's like another bonus.
I should know
to
these
it.
things, man.
I just read it. I literally just read this.
It's a
Open hand technique. That's what it is. Open hand technique.
I think it's a Constitution saving throw.
It's a dex saving throw.
Dex.
DC 15.
Yeah, it's open hand is kind of a pain because depending on what you want to do, it has different saves, and he rolled a 2 anyways, so it would be a 3. So 3.
I would like it to fall prone.
Okay, it does fall prone.
Excellent.
Do me a favor, make a perception check.
8.
Oh, not one.
Nailed it.
All right, up next is all good. Up next is Bolvea. Never mind. Up next is the creature that fell prone. It's going to rise up and start making this crazy ass shrieking sound. No, it's going to try to. Give me just a moment. I just need to see something in your character sheet, actually.
I hate when you say, "Give me just 1 second."
Just allow me to research how to hit you as hard as I possibly can.
Oh. Well, in your inventory, you have, let's say, kind of on your back, you have a glaive. This thing is going to try to go after it. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Yo, you're about to get robbed.
And 20.
You're fine. Get the fuck away from me.
He just
Yeah.
cartwheels out of the way.
Yeah. This thing seemed like it's not. You start to realize it wasn't so much going after you as the metal that you were in this thing on your back. Yeah, that's its turn. Also, at this point, should probably worth mentioning. That perception check I asked you to do earlier would have been useful to see the one that came from underneath of the bridge and is now scuttling up on the opposite side.
Oh, you're flanked, son.
Always knew this was the end.
All right. This one looks to be a bit smaller, but does seem to be just as aggressive. It is going to try and bite you. It has you flanked, so yes, unfortunately, that is with advantage. That will be a 21 to hit. Okay. You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage, and that's its turn.
bad.
Okay. Up next, Adraxa.
Bleh. I guess
Stunned.
yeah.
Make a Constitution save.
Don't mind if I do.
Wait a minute, you're raging, right?
I
Does that
was
have any-
until I was stunned.
Oh.
And I just rolled like shit too. That's my whole turn. I rolled super well when I thought it was last turn, but this one I got a 12.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. So I can I will bonus action drool on myself, and as a reaction, some of it'll land on spine crusher.
Nice flourish. All right. Done sucks. All right. Shire is also like, actually the appetizers I thought were rather good. Zera is Zera is petting a cat. Spine crusher.
They're completely oblivious to what's going on.
I love that. It makes it funnier. Like if we get murdered, it'll be super funny.
Yeah.
Just
Hilarious.
in the background.
I got drool on my hand. Adraxa, snap out of it! And I gotta just give you like a slap on the face. Wait, come, snap out of it.
It does not. Yeah.
Yeah. I grab my the Frostbrand greatsword, and I'm just gonna bring it like straight down on the into the mouth of this creature. Try to just like jab it like a giant toothpick 3 times. Here we go. 1. Oh, nat 20. So let me do that one real quick. And whenever I attack with this, I get an extra d6. That's 19 slashing or piercing damage, I guess, depending on how you want to do that. And then 2 cold damage, so 21 damage total.
All right, one second. Let me the damn thing. Sorry, you said how much slashing?
19, and then 2 cold.
Okay, sorry.
So 20 damage, I guess, if you're not to meta. But
No, yeah, I'm trying to keep up with it. Yep. Cool.
all right, next one, bring it down again. 16,
just misses.
and last one, 22.
That will hit.
All right, here we go. So last hit, straight into its gullet, 9 slashing damage and 5 cold damage.
Okay. 1 second. All right. Cool. Looking pretty hurt.
How's he looking? Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely taken some damage.
I pull my greatsword out. It's covered in this gross blood.
It's a creature's turn, and at this point,
Nom nom, bitches.
casts darkness. As you just see the mouth let out this resonant laugh that feels like the entire room is a part of its mouth, and you feel the darkness wash over you like a gust of wind is all that you hear. And then it's nothing. You can't see your own hand in front of you. He's going to try and attack you now with his fist. 20 to hit.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. And again. It'll be 19 to hit.
Hits. That's bad.
All right. Adraxa with advantage. Going for you.
Yeah.
Was that 19 damage, or
Sorry, that was 7 damage on the second hit.
what was the first? I didn't hear the damage.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
It was 7 and 7. You got so 14 damage.
14. Okay.
14 bludgeoning total. And yeah, Adraxa, you got a 24 to hit
That'll hit.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And another attack. 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. For another 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. It's really doubling up on everything.
All right.
Okay. And at this point, You can't see the creature. Okay.
We're still grappled though. We can feel it, right?
Yeah. Should be able to.
I mean, we feel its hooks on our flesh, I presume.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're kind of.
I mean, I don't feel shit. But Spine Crusher could. His head's in the game.
See. No. Brings us back to Malik.
Get it, Mal.
So I just realized I had a cloak of displacement in my inventory.
You do have a cloak of displacement. I forgot about
I
that.
wasn't sure if it was equipped or not, but
It does not show as equipped. So
I
Yeah.
just equipped it in D&D Beyond, so I was wondering if I could use that as my action.
yeah, that can be your action. So you throw this thing on. Now any attacks against you will have disadvantage.
And then I can still use an attack as my bonus action, right?
No, unfortunately, because the way it works is that like unarmed strike as a bonus action is only if you use your attack action on that roll as a monk. So
Okay.
it's a pain.
Is
And
that a
that's-
monk thing too?
Yeah, that stopped me from doing anything useful as a monk. So it sounds like, but then I miss all those punches. Up to yeah. So knowing that, I'll give you a choice. You can choose to do that, or if you want to do punchy punch, that's fine too.
I'm definitely putting the cloak on.
Okay. All right. Yep. In that case, you have your movement, and you still have a bonus action, just that you're limited in terms of what you can do because it's not. Yeah.
I'll do patient defense to take a dodge action on my next as a bonus action.
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and make sure that is equipped. There you go. All right. Bringing us to those creatures. The first one is going to try and stand up and attack you. Oh, wait. With disadvantage. That's a 5, so that misses. The other one is going to try the same thing, but also, since you put this cloak on... Oh shit, well, it was a 22 to hit.
Oh man.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, but what about the dodge though?
It rolled two 19s.
What about the dodge though? How does the dodge affect like with the cloak on?
That's a good question. Shit, hold on.
None of us have a dodge.
Does dodge? It does no, so it wouldn't really do much of anything for. I'm sorry,
Okay.
the dodge
Yeah.
action doesn't do anything for you. So I'll take that key point back.
No,
right? Because
he can make a dexterity saving throw with advantage to dodge.
Mm,
Oh, no. I'm sorry. If he makes a dexterity saving throw, it is with advantage.
yeah, if you have to make it, yeah. So it's only. It wouldn't really do much for you other than any dex saves. So that's good though. If they try to go after the glaive again, you would have had advantage on that. But the disadvantage doesn't stack. So yeah, but you did as good as you could. But it did the second one. The little guy did unfortunately hit you.
Fuck that guy.
Proxima, thanks for the follow.
Thanks. Welcome.
Hi. All right, and you will take, because of that, unfortunately, you're going to take 9 points of piercing damage. And that's it. That's its turn, though. That's it. Just 9 little points. That'll add up. Who knows how many more of those things there are out there.
Wow.
Next up is Adraxa drooling into
Oh,
a small puddle in the dark.
All right. It's at the end of my turn I make the Constitution saving throw, correct?
Yes, it is, unfortunately, at the
That's
end of
okay.
each of your turns. Roll.
Our friend B-Way Marshall, completely unprompted, just redeemed channel points to give me advantage on this saving throw. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, Pete.
Hey,
Oh,
B-Way.
thank God. Oh, thank God. 27. Go fuck yourself, mouth guy.
As you just wake up to darkness and something holding you.
I don't know, Drooly.
All right. Bringing us to Shire. Yeah, they have these like shrimp puffs that are actually quite good. And then bring us to Zara. Who's a good kitty.
It
hell.
checks.
Take your time.
It checks.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Bring us to Spine Crusher.
Let me go, Adraxa, wake up. Just one more time with my great sword.
They
Three
didn't sound like
strikes.
you could get that her to wake her up.
So that's 27, not 1 for 9, and 24. So 2 of them hit. 1, 2, so 9 plus 11, so 20 slashing damage, and then 8 cold damage.
He's looking hurt. He's close. All right. Brings us to the creature. Okay. How many? All right, yeah. Sorry. I need you guys to make wisdom saving throws.
No.
Attracts and I. Great.
No, that's not me. No good at those. Oh. 18.
I got a 2, but I'm indomitable. I can re-roll a saving throw that I fail, and I have to use the new one. And I'm going to do it.
You sure a 2 fails?
Choice.
Oh, did a 2 fail? Well, I guess, yeah, here we go. All right. Oh, wait, that's an ability check. That was not a saving throw. Here we go.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
11.
You are confused at this point.
What else is new?
Hey,
Blue's
Hey.
here. Hey.
Hey, Blue.
So, let's see. You are now. This darkness is swirling around and everything, and within it, you start to feel like you're not sure what's holding you, if anything's holding you. Something is grabbing at you in the darkness, and you hear voices. And now, everywhere you look, you think you see a mouth, that big cavernous mouth that's biting at you every single direction. You're not sure what's going on. You feel the grip on you go slack. Spine crusher. You're no longer grappled, but
I'm still confused, right?
You are confused. So now, at the beginning of each of your turns, you can't take reactions, and you have to roll a d10 at the start of your turns to determine your behavior for that turn.
This is gonna be awesome.
Which will be fun because I don't even have the thing that says what the behavior is. Fun.
Let's just assume he
right.
just attacks me. We all know that's what's coming.
Meanwhile, Adraxa going after you, no longer stunned. So these
Did
are
you
no
do?
longer
Sorry, did you do any damage to me, or that it was just the?
It just cast
Okay.
confusion
All right.
for 1 minute.
Cool.
21 to hit.
God damn it! I'm wearing that battery armband that's supposed to snap me out of being stunned. God damn it!
Aw.
A 21 does hit. That's what I get
I
for not
sure-
reading my own character sheet.
I would have gotten you out of that. Sorry.
That's fine.
All right.
Next time.
Well, that'll do 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Another attack.
It's alarmingly low.
27 to hit
That'll hit.
for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alarmingly low.
For another attack.
Okay, now I understand.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
At least I'm not raging and not having any of that.
How many was that against you? 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack. He has 4. So he's going to go ahead and take his 4th attack. Which is a 2. So just one more fist in the dark. At this point, it's sort of like he's just like, haymaker. Haymaker. You feel this, this massive, like, bloody bone hitting you. And then you're like, stop! All right. It's like the battery just kind of zips a little bit at the very end.
Where were you? Go!
All right. Up next, Fira saying, like, I don't know. I've never actually even had shrimp. Like, you haven't had shrimp? How have you not had shrimp? It was there at the wedding. It was so good. Oh my god, really? You had? And then it's going on and on. But Vigda. You start hearing noises from the other room. Something going on. It seems that she's figured something out, but you're not sure what.
Is that the Windows 95 startup sound?
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom.
boom, boom. Yeah.
Nice.
Love it. All right. Oh my god, the password is password. Yeah. Malik, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna hit the damaged one with an attack. Or I'm gonna try to. 25
Get it, son.
for 12 points of damage.
How you want to do this?
Oof. We're kind of standing on like a bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to like sweep the leg and throw the like kind of like sweep him off the edge of the bridge.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, we were up high. Wait a minute.
He's falling. Dead.
Is he coming back? Is this one
A
of the
moment
places?
later.
Okay,
a moment
yeah.
later, you see a giant, same thing, tumbling. It gets really big, and he's just falling. It's dead forever.
I love that.
And then I'm gonna
Now you're thinking
sorry.
of portals, right?
This is that scene from Infinity War.
Yeah. Huh. Neat.
Does it just keep like coming past us? Is that what you're saying? Like just soup, soup,
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yes. Exactly that.
I'm gonna use my bonus attack on the other one. 28 for
Yeah, that'll hit.
8 damage, and then I'm gonna use another key point to do flurry of blows.
It's not.
24 for the first hit, the 10 damage. 22 to hit for 12 damage.
So another 22 points of damage. And how do you want to do this one too?
Just for the pure comedy, I'd like to sweep this one off the ledge as well, maybe on the other side.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right. Okay. And now you are surrounded. And it's kind of like it's sort of like they start falling, and it's kind of like, you know how like turn signals kind of sync up and then they're not synced up.
Exactly.
I imagine
But-
there's a couple that's like trying to get their baby to take a nap, and these fucking spiders just keep coming by their window over and over and over.
It's like, Mommy, I swear it's there. Oh, just go to bed.
Yeah.
Say shh, shh, shh.
No, it's an infinite spider.
All right, that'll bring us to Bolvea. Nope. To they did. Adraxa, you're up. It's
DM.
still dark where you are.
I would like to rage
You
again
do.
because fuck this mouth. I can't see anything anyway, so I know I did a mic.
No.
Yeah,
Please.
I blew myself.
Oh,
I own it. All right, I'm completely aware that like I can't see this mouth, but I know what I want to do with it.
You're doing it again.
Making it weird. I gotta make it less weird. Does it have a name? No, let's call it Carl. Listen, I'm gonna close my eyes and just like rear back my axe. I'll be like, "You tell me how you know my name, and maybe we'll let you live." And I'll make another reckless attack. Does it 26?
darkness.
Yeah.
So in the darkness, it's disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. So that's gonna be a straight roll. That's a straight roll. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't do a disadvantage last time. Shit.
Thank you for reminding me. All right.
Totally
Well,
forgot
that
about
is
that.
only a 25 to hit then.
Which still hits.
Okay. Yeah. For 15 points of slashing. And because it worked before, I'm also going to throw a little smitey smite on top of that.
Okay.
And I still don't know what button that is in D&D Beyond, so I'll deal with that. That is 13 points of radiant damage.
I do this.
Oh, I guess... I'll just be like, Spine Crusher, that wasn't you, was it? I just...
What?
Alright, well, I guess I lied. I won't let you live, and now I'll never know how you know us. So I just want to cleave my axe into where I hope is the center of its head, and I'll know if it worked if I can suddenly see again in a moment.
Okay. You bury your axe into it, and as you do, amidst the darkness, there are a series of blue sparks, lights, that come out from your axe as it cleaves in. The radiant damage briefly illuminating the room, and it's almost like you can see between the darkness that is like thick black sand being blown up in a dust devil. There's just this bit of beaming white light illuminating you as you're snarling. Spinecrusher is now starting to drool. A bit confused.
Now's the dum-dum.
And the axe splits this thing's head in two. It makes this sickening look as you see its eyes open up on the side of its head. It's 7 eyes on each side, almost hidden, like you would see, barely noticing them on a whale's body until the. Oh, there they are.
Oh, my
They
tryptophobia
roll-
doesn't like that. Ooh.
They roll over white, and then falls down, dead.
As-
Do I feel the confusion clear from my head?
In a minute.
Okay.
So, yeah, for the sake of it, why not?
Same.
Yeah, hold on. What would it be? I'm curious, just because I'm curious to see what you do.
Hey, can I
Would
roll
you-
the die? What's the
Yeah.
die? What is it?
A
D100?
D10.
A D10.
1 second. Let's see. Yeah,
All right. Let's see. I got a 4.
a 4. Okay, with a 4, that means that you are. You don't do anything.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Okay.
It's kind of boring. All right, well that's the combat. At this point, combat has ended as you hear Bavigda say, "Wait a minute, what's this message coming in?" And you hear the same kind of mechanical computer-like voice that you heard earlier, where the wall itself opens up into a series of kind of little tiny scythe-like arms and a music box kind of cylinder, little bumps, and it just scratching it to make the intonations. The cylinder slowly starts at first, then starts whirring faster.
Anomaly eliminated. Quarantine now being lifted. Sector ZQ-12 now being restored to primary operations.
Do we hear this?
Yeah, it's coming over this sort of you hear it from the little machine-like thing that pops up out of the wall in the room behind you. But it seems almost like there's a number of these things instead of a speaker, like loudspeakers. These things just kind of pop open out of the walls to speak, almost like the voice of Mechanus, just popping up. You hear this voice kind of echoing from all over. Malik, you hear it as well. You also hear the and then they stop. You kind of look down, and then the spiders flat, far down. As now you no longer see the world itself repeating, but it looks as though you see this sort of bubble pop around. Malik, you get the best view of this. Looking down and looking around, the bubble that showed kind of like this little block that repeated again and again, sort of Doctor Strange like for infinity, right? This repeating cubic fractal pattern is gone. Replaced now with an approximation of what you saw in the hollow map earlier, the full and intricate world of Mechanus, or at least this bubble within it. I'd love to show you guys if you want what I have.
Yeah, let's
because
take a quick break, and
yeah,
then we
this
can.
is a good point.
Yeah.
And then take a break, and then come right back when I can show you where you are right now.
That
Yeah.
sounds awesome. I
Can't wait
would
to
love
see
that.
this.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Sorry, Pete, you just got back, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Right back. Hang out.
Welcome back to Songs of Creation, everybody. We'll be right back. Y'all, we have a very fun treat. Matt has surprised us with something. He's made himself in Unity because he's the coolest fucking DM ever. All right, DM.
Had too much time.
What are we
So-
looking at?
Malik, at the moment that you look around and the bubble pops and you see it sort of burning away, what you see is suddenly this scale of it is the most noticeable thing. Looking straight down, those spiders fall pretty far down, falling, until they tumble and splat. Back where you are, though, way up here, on top of this catwalk, you can see a few things. The size of this massive city all around you that just spirals out in similar structures that go on and on. You can see more or less where you came from, that area. Second. Way over here, you can see kind of those two buildings, one where you got the holomap, the other one where you met the little robots. You can see the little room over here where the light rail storage room was, the little nook that Queopole was hiding in. You can see the kind of the little endless valley, that crevasse that you were in before where you fought the Scuddler, actually has a floor now. It has a bottom. It's still a lethal fall, potentially, but it definitely is closer. the central tower and hub, you saw the little stone prison across the catwalk from it. The building where Spine Crusher and where Spine Crusher and Adraxa fought something. You also can see atop of it this massive device that looks like maybe this had something to do with the quantum tesseracting field, whatever the heck it was that they used to isolate you, quarantine Quiapo and the little agents of chaos that kept you guys trapped in this little pocket. You now are here in the realm of Mechanus. Massive towers, just like this one. This is, in fact, one of the smaller pieces of the gargantuan cyclopean architecture surrounding you on all sides. What do you remember seeing that looks the closest to what you see right now? There was a tiny bubble of gold in a larger structure that seemed more than planetary in scale as you now look at it. This is a universe, a machine universe, stretching on what would be infinite in your mind, beyond anything you can comprehend, and to realize that it is one massive collective entity, a single entity, more than a hive mind. This is a god, pure and simple, a god made and self-making. Mechanus consists of matter, same as you, same as anything around. But it's able to have formed itself to its own will. And now you find yourself standing on this little tiny catwalk in the great big world. So, Alec, what do you do?
Since I'm on this catwalk, in front of me, I see that tower. Can I see any door of any type?
Yes, I didn't have time to add doors and interiors. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Not
My immersion is ruined.
You know what?
You're ridiculous.
Other Matt G could do cool shit like this for you.
We expect this for every map that you make from now on.
That's correct.
Wow, it's amazing. You guys find yourselves in the universe of dark rooms. Very crazy. Just endless, boring rooms everywhere you go. It's so
All right,
weird.
Malik, now look over at me and Spine Crusher. Do you see us? Are we 3D modeled too?
I would imagine.
Okay, this is why theater of the mind is a good thing. You can never give people enough.
I'm just kidding. We appreciate you. This was incredible. This is fucking incredible.
I'm assuming you modeled my Flame of Great Sword or whatever. I assume that's...
It's a Frost brand.
Yes, that one.
Nice,
New and improved Matt G
Flame
doesn't
of-
do this for his players, I'm sure.
But he's working on it probably, or something. He does this with the majesty of voice. I just do hokey Unity things. So at this point, I'll say this: to stop distracting you guys, I'm gonna just
No, forever. Leave it up forever.
all right. Bevigda. At this point, Bevigda says, "I think I did something." Comes calling to you, Draxon Spine Crusher, from approximately. And it's kind of a big thing, so kind of hard to navigate this. We'll say that you guys are somewhere in this building here, up here a bit more, right? And she is down here.
I'll jog over to her.
I'm not confused anymore, right?
No, I'll say it for the sake of it. Confusion has ended, so now you guys are free. So,
Draxa, wait up.
Hey, nice work with that thing. Sorry, it was kind of, bleh.
I
You drooled
I don't
on me.
You drooled on me.
Yes. You drooled
did
on
you-
me.
It seems to me that you both have gotten into something.
Yeah, bit of a scrap. Are you all right in here? There's mouths about.
Mouths.
Yes.
I'm not so much concerned about the mouths, as you put it, as the not sure that I've triggered an alarm, or something you did, maybe.
Rude.
Where's your friend, wherever he went? But it seems that, if you just look out the door, you'll see that things have changed a bit, and I'm not quite sure that it was something I did.
They
or
seem
you,
bigger now.
But things have changed. And yes, but I was also looking up what we have now, and I think I have an idea for something. If we can get to the top of this tower, there's a device that might be useful in repairing your stone, your
Really?
artifact.
Okay.
If we can get up there. The thing about getting up there is that then we'd have to get back down, and, well, there appear to be a number of things flying in this direction. Rather
Well,
they're fast.
I wouldn't worry
Oh.
about that. You leave that to us. Malik can cartwheel vertically. He can get up anywhere. I can fall from any
It's
height.
not-
I'm gonna be fine. And Spine Crusher, he's here too.
aren't there stairs inside of it?
Well, the thing is, you need an escape plan. I looked it up and I found out about the light rails. I think that might be a good way. We'd have to get from the top of the tower down to the light rails really quickly. So we'll figure it out as we go. But we don't have time really to make much of a plan. So I think that we ought to just get going. It's all right.
Sure.
That's how we
Good,
usually
alright.
operate. Yes.
Okay.
And then
Okay, but as we're running in the direction that you lead us, I just have a quick question. As we're going.
Yep.
What does anomaly mean?
something unexpected, out of the ordinary, not part of the normal routine or observed pattern.
I think it might have been the mouth thing, because after we killed it, it said the anomaly was gone, and then the world got bigger.
Mouth thing. You killed a mouth thing. Good. All right. Yes, that probably was it. Well, let's get going. Where's your friend? Malik?
It's Malik.
Malik.
Over
Malik.
here.
Oh, come on. We're on the run here. Let's go.
Backflip
Malik,
over
hurry
here,
up,
son.
let's go.
Come on.
Chop chop.
Sprint over to them as fast as possible.
You're looking a little
Alright,
rough there,
so-
Malik. Your hand looks hurt. You okay?
I just beat the shit out of some spiders.
Good for you.
I
Good
like
for you.
All right. Running in. You run into the building. I need you to make an investigation check. We're going to treat this more or less like a skill challenge because I didn't have a map for all the different levels and floors and everything that this thing is. So we're going to treat this as a skill challenge, and I'll kind of navigate around to give a sense of where you are.
15.
So 15.
Big investigator.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that one.
You know we have a combined intelligence of like 4 between us, right? Like
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yeah, I know. With that, I would say that
16.
you are able. 16. With a 16, you're able to realize this place looks a little bit different from a few minutes ago. There are walls that seem to be shifting to make room for you to be able to go through if you want to. Or you go back the way you came and try and run, but then you're going to have to find another way to get to that part if you want to have any chance of fixing this keystone.
So
You
these
hear-
walls, they're shifting.
You said we only have a minute?
Yeah, let's run. I'm going
Maybe a
for
few.
it.
All right.
Go.
Okay. Soon enough, you find yourselves heading up a flight of stairs into another room. You're finding that this tower now goes upwards a lot more easily than it did before. Whereas before it was just walls and it seemed like strange bits that were kind of cut off, and you just saw wall repeating itself. Now you see whatever it was that unlocked this area, unquarantined it. It seems like the mechanical world itself is shifting everything back into more of an operational state. You come to realize this is not a building so much as a part. A gear, a wheel, a cog, some small little tiny spring or sprocket, and grander machinery than you can comprehend. As for what purpose it has, you're not sure. So, I need you guys to make stealth checks.
All of us?
Yes.
I'm
Six.
at disadvantage with this. So that's gonna be a 12.
6.
11.
What'd you get?
I got
11.
12.
6.
12, 11, and a 6. Okay.
This is so cool.
I think you're pretty good.
D&D's like a video.
Oh god, what the hell is that? You run.
No!
Oh no.
Oh!
Something is now. As something I'll say for the sake of it, that it's not one of those rust monster creatures, but this is. We'll say that you've encountered another one of those. Well, you've encountered one of the things that you saw in the video with the Modrons, the creatures, when there was a scuttler that was chasing, but there were also these things, sort of like wolves. One of them is starting to chase you too now. So
Wait a minute.
that's going to be what
We had a paladin.
you do. Bloopy doop.
Yeah, we have a
Continues
little
to
baby
step on
paladin.
your-
Yeah? Is he chilling with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this
how's
baby
he?
paladin? Who is this?
The little. So you have. Yeah. When you went to watch the little video with all the Modrons, the kind of peaceful villagers and creatures of this realm, you came across a small little robot paladin who joined you on your quest.
Because he was
He's
grateful
been
that
kinda
we
tucked
saved his
away in your
village.
satchel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's got a little dent and scar and everything on him, and a little scarf of ribbon and like cable that makes him look absolutely dashing.
Magnificent. How does he look? How does he look when we approach this thing?
You see him like kind of like rocking back and forth in a sort of Lemmy Adam.
Oh, all right, easy, bloopy doop. We can handle this. Hang on. Let me just give him a quick one of these. Can I
The
go ahead?
no, the robotic wolf now recognizes you and make a dexterity save, or animal handling check. We'll say for the sake of whether you can understand what it's about to do.
Oh, okay. That's much worse.
Yes.
5.
You're not sure how to read what the hell is this thing. You're not even sure what is. Is it a wolf? Is it a machine? What is that? Okay.
But I know Bloopy
Wanna-
Doop doesn't like him.
Yeah.
So I want to kill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
raises up its neck. And begins to emit this whistling, chirping howl.
Nope. I'm gonna try and cleave it in two with my axe.
Okay.
Oh, does an 18 hit it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. For 14 points of slashing damage, is that enough to shut it up?
Done.
Cool.
Yeah. You chop that thing in half. Okay. Outside, with that thing gone, you look around. There's not really a clear way up. You're going to need to try and either parkour your way up or help one another, or try and shimmy around to see if you can find a ladder. Make a choice. Quick.
Malik, can you just run up this thing vertically?
Parkour. Let's get it.
You have a
Yeah.
rope you can throw
All right.
down to us.
Acrobatics check.
You get up there, and then you pull Spinecrusher because he's the tallest, and then he'll pull me up.
I'm also the heaviest, so good luck.
24.
Yeah, you yeah. Spine Crusher, or I'm sorry,
Crap, right.
Malik, you are up here looking down now. You see Spine Crusher reaching his heavy hand up to you. All right.
All right.
Help him up.
I assume I have rope or something to throw down to them and like tie off safely.
Probably do. Check your inventory. Do you have like a dungeoneering or adventuring kit or something?
Gonna be that kind of DM, huh? All right.
Should be in there as an item.
Well, let's just make sure. All right, one of you has rope. I know this because in one of our other campaigns that we're playing,
I
somebody
do.
The
I've
economy
almost
is in
died,
shambles.
because I know that you guys have rope, right? You guys have rope. You guys aren't
Yes,
a bunch of
yes.
responsible adventurers who wouldn't have something.
Obviously, we've spelunked
Let me
enough to have rope.
I have rope. I do have rope.
Okay. All right. Adraxa, you throw him some rope?
Yeah.
Right. Got some rope. I'll say for the sake of brevity, there's more than enough things here that you can tie a knot and they can climb up. It doesn't have to be too terribly strong. Off in the distance, can't really see it now because I had to change it, but there were a number of ships swirling all around this entire sector. You could see that you see that they're starting to close in. Looking up around you now, you see a few notable features. What looks to be an access hatch here to a enormous beacon tower, some kind of field that's being generated by this spinning device. It's moving slowly, but as you look around, you can see this ghost-like aura around it. You see this small tower here. You're not sure what it is. This sort of pole that leads up to a bunch of complicated-looking equipment. The tower itself extends upwards to this large, round, ring-shaped catwalk that is spinning.
Cool.
From there, you can see you're not sure what part Pavigda needs. She's following up behind you, slowly trying to climb the rope. Looking down below, you can see there is the prison. And over this way, you can see over there, those red tubes and everything. That little structure there is where you would need to get to the light rails for your escape. Central hub right there with the catwalks. A long, far way down. So, you can try and climb this pole from down here to get to that. It's going to be considerably more challenging than it was getting up the wall there. You also can try to climb down to it from above, which will be easier, but that thing is spinning. So being able to tie a rope to get to it, you would have to time it just right. You would need to be able to get up through that hatch, open up the top there, and then climb up the scaffolding to get up there if you wanted to do that. The entirety of this place does not look like it's designed for people, but for machines roaming around, strange footholds and stairs and ladders and things. So, what are you doing?
Here's what I'm thinking, fellas. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Malik. You go first.
I'm gonna climb that pole.
All right, make an acrobatics check.
One day.
You get to about and then fall down.
Son of a bitch.
With a 20.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it is.
All right.
It's like trying to just jump up and climb a street pole. Even Malik, with his ability to do dope ass monk shit, can't. Like, this is some heavy duty.
You didn't say it was greased.
It's,
Okay.
it's a machine world. Everything's got a bunch of oil all over it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try something a little reckless, even though I have a feeling that the higher powers might be pissed off at me about it for some reason.
And I'm gonna run right off this fucking platform
That's what I was thinking. Oh, God.
and attempt to spread my spectral wings. Oh shit, and there goes my favorite dice. Somewhere over there. Oh, that was close. I needed a 6 and I got a 6.
You got a 6?
I got a 6.
The last moment. Whoa. Adraxa, you are now flying
I knew that would happen.
around.
I have faith. I have faith in Dorm.
Even in this place, this bizarre world, you can see that everything. Yeah, you can now fly around as you wish.
Okay.
Pavigda, point. What am I going to?
Right up there, to the left. To the left. Yep, right.
Okay.
There. Nothing.
Superman
Get that.
over to it.
Okay. Okay. That top bit right there. Yep. Okay.
Just grab it. You just want me to break
No,
it off?
in there. No, right there.
Okay.
Open up. There should be a hatch. You open it up, and inside, you see this kind of a ringed metal torus. It sort of looks almost like sort of like the rings on the top of an ornate crown that you saw in a painting once, and you kind of pull these. It's just these strips of metal with copper winding around them. Just get me that. That's what we need.
Okay.
Just grab it.
As
Okay.
you do, you hear just a klaxon start blaring.
That's probably coincidental, right? That's probably coincidence.
And it keeps going on and on.
Okay.
They're down there, so what are you doing?
I leap back down, and then when I'm like 10 feet away from them, I like just flutter to not completely smash into the platform.
Okay. Now, you can fly. But everybody needs to be able to get to those red pipes over there. Make an intelligence check. Any of you.
How far down is it? And how far over?
That
how far
is-
X and Y?
Oh, God. That would look like probably about 170 plus feet. It's a lethal fall.
Yeah. I'm not
If
gonna
you
jump.
are good enough to be able to hit the... You would need to pass a difficult acrobatics check to be able to hit the platform that's closest.
19 on intelligence.
One of you has... I believe one of you has a device similar to a grappling hook.
Nat 20.
It's Sarah.
Zara does. For the sake of brevity, and the fact that she ain't here right now, we can say, before she popped into the feather house, she said, "Oh, hey, this I won't need this while I'm in there," and handed it to whom?
You guys take it. I'm good. I can take the wizard.
All right.
All right.
All right, so you guys now have a grappling hook that is capable of making an impromptu zip line. It's a little too far from there. You might be able to hook it up there from the edge of that platform.
Oh yeah, we're gonna Tarzan this.
Yeah, you might be able to hook it up to... You could also hook it up to one of these. Wait until it goes all the way around, and then swing out, and hope that that maybe is enough. Spider-Man your way, maybe, doing another grappling shot.
Well,
Up
the-
to
gra-
you.
I
Or you
grab
can
on-
try and... You can always try and... what's the thing? Rappelling down the side and running.
I grab onto Malik, pick him up, point the grappling hook at the rotating cylindrical eye up there. You ready, buddy?
You know.
Okay. Oh, just like Luke and Leia.
Yeah.
And then... What?
All right, I'm gonna let you go first,
Acrobatic
buddy.
check.
All right.
Acrobatics check. As you're now swinging around.
Ooh,
I
15.
got 19.
Yeah, Malik is able to get a better sense of the swing of it. Whoa! Spine crusher that leaves you going kind of awry. Whoa. Okay. I'll say that Malik, you were able to land right by on top of this building here.
Nice move, Malik.
Thanks.
Spine crusher, you are able to get to. This one looks a little safer, so you're up here. So you are going to need to climb down the side of that, and there's no ladder, no, rooftop exit. You're going to have to.
Am I able to get the grappling hook back?
It
Stuck up there,
is
just swinging around.
currently. It's kind of like stuck up there right now, dangling. Adraxa could try to grab it if she wanted. Up to you.
Adraxa is currently
Holding Bavigda.
yeah, no, I'm hovering just off the platform, and I turn to Bavigda with my hand extended like Aladdin. I'm just like, do you trust me?
Oh, no, definitively no, but I don't really have much of a choice, so
You will eventually.
fine. Then she takes your hand and leaps off of the edge of the platform and...
Yeah.
I can show you the world.
It's a lot, it's definitely harder holding a person.
Yeah.
But you're able to fly still, so...
Good luck. We'll get there.
Strength check to see how well you can hold her without her squirming too much like a toddler that's kicking.
27. Not a problem.
She stays still, and you just fly her gently.
She's not my first
Exactly.
hostage.
Exactly where you need to go. Setting her down, you see Malik is able to climb down right off of the nearby building. It's short, it's like a shed, as far as how tall it is. Spine Crusher, on the other hand, is way up there. At this point, you have you see scuttlers coming in pursuit.
Oh no, guys, wait!
Motherfucker.
3 of them.
The scuttler's coming.
You have 2 minutes.
I want to
if
fly
that.
underneath him just in case he fucks up whatever it is he's trying to do.
Okay,
I
holding the
start
bottom of the ladder.
scrambling down.
All right, Spine Crusher, athletics check.
22.
You're fine. He didn't need your help. What are you doing helping him? Get away. He's
Just
fine.
saying
my
hi.
way.
I was just saying hi. Sorry.
You slide down and then hop. Ugh. And then you see this on the side. You are just parkouring your way down, grabbing on both of you on the side here. You have about a minute left. You run. Right? Okay. Bloopy Doo taps you.
Oh,
You look down at him.
yes.
He doesn't have arms, but you kind of gestures up towards the things coming, as if to warn you,
I mean, you saw I handled the wolf. I mean, yeah, okay. No, I trust you.
okay, you run into the hidden nook. From there, the room that you go into is different than what it was before. Well, one, because I don't have it animated or drawn up, right? So, what you see, what you remember of this room was that it was a simple, big ring-shaped light, kind of fluorescent-looking, that an event where Quealpole was roasting mushrooms. Sad way to subsist in life and everything. A bit of water, a bit of food. That's all she had for years, as far as you know. All by herself. Now, the Furbog's makeshift residence has come to life. You see a trio of what looks like a mechanical mount of some kind, with what would look like it certainly looks uncomfortable at one part, most of it, but you see what could work as far as part of its framing for a saddle, or at least an approximation to what your mind might think of as a saddle. You see these things that look like they're analogous maybe to the speeders in Higurishil, but they seem to be hovering over these rails, similar to what you've seen magnets do. All right, fine. Without talking like you guys are, like dumb fantasy, what it is. You guys have a couple of high-speed mag bikes
Fuck yeah.
that run on rails, sort of like a high-speed bullet train, but instead they're bikes. So yes, am I putting you guys on a railroad? Yes, I am. Am I proud of where this is going? You're gonna have fun.
Just so I know that Adraxa would get on him though. Like, where's the Furbog kid? Where are all the Bevigda sisters?
They're all there. They've all been hanging out here. So
Okay.
you guys regroup at this point.
Okay.
You see Shire, you see Fiora, you see Bolvea, Queapole, and you see Victa and Loopy Doop with you. The only one who's not here right now is Zara, who is in the Feather House, so that's fine. Otherwise, all parties accounted for. You hear the sound of the whirring engines of the 3 scuttlers following you. You also hear what sounds like other things jumping off of them or flying off of them. You're not sure what, but it sounds like whatever has come here has come to verify that the quarantine has been handled appropriately, that any infestation has been eradicated. You appear to be agents of chaos at this point, as you've taken apart a key component of this entire structure. So,
How many of us can each of these bikes hold?
each of them holds 1. You see 3 right now. You also see in the walls there are more. They need to be kind of pulled out of their recesses in the wall and placed onto the track.
All right, so
Who's first? So yeah, the question is who's first?
yeah, how many of us
That's-
are there?
There are the three of you. There's four of them. Bevigda Theora, Quailpole, and Shire. You could arguably try to fit two to a bike, but that's going to mean one person is driving and the other one's just riding passenger. Won't have much to do. So you could try to have it where maybe each of you takes one of the NPCs, and one of the NPCs rides free. So we'll say Volvea seems like she's probably a bit more, excited about this. So she says, "I'll get the first bike."
I'm the biggest, so I'll take Bloopy Doop here.
Bloopy Doop is small enough to like fit in like a satchel or something. So, or
What?
actually, he could even
I
like.
ride alone.
Spinecrusher, why don't you take the kid?
Fine.
You're the biggest shield.
Hop on, kid.
All right. She hops on behind you. All right. So we've got Spinecrusher, Quailpole, and Bloopy Doop. If a Drax will part with him.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spinecrusher and Quailpole. A Drax and Bloopy Doop. And anyone else?
I'll take Bavigda.
All right. Bevigda and Malik. Okay.
I
The
guess.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'll take the bride because she seems most useless in a fight.
Okay, Fiora. All right, and then that leaves. Well, I guess no. You know what? We'll say that Shire and Volvea go together.
Cool.
All right. This is probably a good point to call it before we go into this next bit, unless you guys want to. But...
No, it is a good place to call it, if for no other reason than our Zoom's about to die because we're running
Yeah,
out of
we'll do
everyone.
So we'll just say
Music's
this:
so
that
good,
if you
though.
guys hop onto the bikes. They kind of very similar to like a roller coaster that just is dangling. You feel like it's the floor underneath opens up, it drops down, and you can see that it becomes this sort of long arm that extends outwards, holding you. You're brought down lower and lower
It's like
until
Disney.
looking down, you can see a series of rails beneath you. Let's just pretend, for the sake of brevity, that again, they extend all the way down this long ramp that extends to the base of this large bubble-like shell of structures that forms this particular sector in Mechanus. You look down, you look across to the others on the bikes. As you turn your head, you feel that sudden, sharp drop as gravity takes you and you fall. Quick rattle, and then you're on the light rails. And that's where we'll take it.
That's awesome.
So
I'm pumped
cool.
for that.
So cool. Never expected to have this in D&D, but I am here for it.
On bikes.
It's a complicated map, so I wanted to try and give you a sense of like the scale and all out of it.
That's
Also,
awesome.
this is a lot of fun to put together. It's just a bunch of crap kit bashed together.
And Zoom's over. Cool. That was perfect,
Perfect timing,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Thank you for loving us enough to make that. That was really cool, Matt.
Yeah.
That was the coolest one, I think, since you made us the cardboard upside down reverse gravity map.
The one in person.
Yeah, that was probably the best ever, but this is a close second, I think.
Oh my god, I'm so glad. Hey, same time next week?
Can we, Mike? Can we?
I don't see why not.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're not doing Tomb of Horrors next week?
I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after.
Okay. All right,
All
cool.
right.
Well, yes, please. Yes, please, to playing
Yeah,
this game for the rest
cool.
of my life.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Hey, Pete.
The map next
thanks.
week will not be as cool. Sorry.
Why not? Don't you love us anymore?
Matt, you have a week. Come on, you can do it.
What else
Yeah,
are you doing?
You don't have kids or wife or anything.
job.
Or a farm to take care of yet.
Hobbies. So many hobbies.
Chop chop. Get to it.
Was this what you were building the one day that I came over a couple weeks ago?
No, that was a different thing.
Okay.
He's always making something. It's all he
No,
does is
that
make
was-
things.
That was a star map thing. That was fun.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I want to try and actually get that thing out there and sell it eventually. But yeah, anyways,
Matt's
All
got
right.
plans, y'all.
so many.
Buy it, chat.
All you guys
Buy it.
who stuck around.
I miss
we
this
love
so much. Holy shit. I miss you guys. I love you guys so much. This is so much fun.
I haven't been a player in D&D in months. That was great.
Oh, yeah, you haven't. I've at least gotten to play in your games. You haven't gotten to do shit.
Yeah.
Except put up with me and your cousin and other Matt just derailing you every couple seconds.
Well, I have a child to go make sure he's not screaming his head off right now.
All
so
right,
I-
all right, all right. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We love you guys. Please come back on Saturday night for Lost Minds of Tom Fuckery. See you then.
So good.
See you then.
Bye.